Alright everyone, welcome back. Last video you seen was us fleshing that raccoon. Today's video is going to be boarding a raccoon. It's really not a hard process. Once you've got the raccoon fleshed, more or less the hard part's done. So all we're going to do is put a few pins in it. We're really not stretching it, we're only putting on the board to dry and shape it. So let me show you what we do. I'll let Cody come up a little closer and I'm going to start. One thing with these raccoons is you're not going to make it something it's not. So you're not going to pull it down as far, extra far to try to get that extra inches out of it. You want to get it to where you still have a fluff of fur back here. If you try pulling it down and getting it every inch you can get, you're going to thin this out and you won't get a good as grade at the market or auction as you would just by keeping it tight and taut, because you want that good fluff right there. All we're using is Thumbtacks. We're just pinning it to this stretcher. Like I said, once you got the fleshing done, the hard part's over. And they measure these raccoons from tip of the nose to the base of the tail. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I try to do the best I can. You want to try to get somewhat a good presentation, try to get somewhat of a straight line across through here. Sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes these pins can be a pain. And now, all we're going to do is pin the tail open. Now people have used wire screen and placed down here, spreading that tail open and pinning it over it. I just go down every so often and put a pin in, then I'll come back on the other side and do the same. That way it gets air exposed to it. Like I said, I leave these on the board for about 5 to 6 days. Then I take them off and I put them on a wire fur hanger. And that's where they'll stay until we're ready to bag them and send them to auction, which should be, we should be meeting the fur truck March 27th. So that's my date. I just seen yesterday that the Fur Harvester's April auction is going to be another online auction, so hopefully some fur sale, but compared to some of their other auctions that was online, I just ain't feeling too hopeful. I don't think fur will really move until they actually have buyers allowed there from other countries to look at the fur. But that's just my thought. Now all we're going to do is we pin the back legs. We're going to cut our inspection window. And all this does is allows the graders and buyers to look at the back fur. That's what they really mainly use. This belly fur is not really valuable. And then we'll just stick a couple pins in here to give it a form. If I can grab one. Two more pins and we'll be done. So there we go. Legs are already cut off. I cut those off before I fleshed it. Then it's a weird looking window, but main thing is they can see this back fur through here. So this back fur on the other side is this right here. You see how bouncy that is? That fur is balled up. It's not stretched thin. So it'll give us our best grade and make it a little more valuable versus stretching it all the way out and thinning this downgrading your value. So gonna hang it up and let it dry, and that's pretty much it for boarding a raccoon. I know my way's not the prettiest. There's a lot of other people that their fur put up is amazing. A lot of good videos out there on it, but just what I do. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.